Hi everyone, welcome to another crochet tutorial with me, Laura, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make an infinity scarf using this stitch, little starburst style stitch here. And this pattern is super simple. You basically learn the basic stitch and then repeat it again and again and again for as long as you like, and then when you finish you just join the two ends together to make an infinity scarf. And I'll put some images over the top now so you can see what it looks like finished. So to start off with, to make this scarf here, this was a DK light worsted weight yarn, maybe slightly thinner than a DK light worsted weight yarn, and I'm using a 4.5mm crochet hook. So I'm using a hook size that's quite big for the yarn I'm using, but for this pattern you can use any yarn that you like and any hook size that you like. There are no rules at all. I just decided to use a bigger hook for this yarn just to create a nicer drape with this type of stitch. So if you're using a thicker yarn, I recommend going up a thicker hook size. So if you're using maybe an Aran worsted weight yarn, you might want to use a 5.5mm crochet hook, and that will hopefully get you a nice drape. So to make this scarf, we start off with the width first, and for this I chained 2 units of 4 plus 1 for the foundation chain. So work to units of 4, so that's the 4 times table, so work that out first. So that'd be 4, 8, 12, 16, so on and so forth. Work that out first, and when you have your desired width you add 1 extra for the chain row. Okay, so for this one I chained 36 to begin, so that's going to be 4 times 9, I think, so 36, and then I added an extra one for my foundation chain, so I'm going to chain 37. So we do our little slip knot to begin, and I'm going to chain 36 to begin. So do my 4 times table first, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 34, 35 and 36. So I've chained 36, which is my unit of 4, and then I'm going to add 1, so 37. Okay, 37. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 6 on top of that to start our first little starburst stitch. So we're going to chain 6 on top of that, so chain another 6 on whatever you've got now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and they're going to be part of your first stitch. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet 8 stitches together in various places. So to do that we're going to yarn over. So this pattern's in US terminology, so in UK terminology we're double crochet, it's going to be treble crocheting together. So we're going to yarn over, and then in the 4th chain from your hook, we don't count the loop on our hook, there's our first chain, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, number 4, put our hook in there, bring the yarn through, then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2, and then we're going to stop. Then we're going to yarn over again. We're always going to yarn over before we go into the stitch. Yarn over again, go into the same 4th chain, bring the yarn through, and again yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. 1, 2. Okay, so you've got 3 loops on your hook. Now what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over and we're going to go into, we're going to skip 2 chains. So skip 1, skip 2, then in the next chain, that 3rd chain, we go in there, bring the yarn through, and again yarn over, pull through 2, stop, yarn over again, go back into the same chain, bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to do that once more in the same chain, yarn over, go back into that same chain again, bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Okay, so you should end up with 6 loops. Okay, then we are going to put a bit more yarn over, and we're going to skip 3 chains this time, skip 3, So skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, then in that 4th chain bring the yarn through, and again yarn over, pull through 2, then stop. I'm going to do that twice more as well. So yarn over, go into the same chain, yarn over, pull through 2, and do that once more, yarn over to the same chain, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so you should end up with 3, 6, 9 loops on your hook. If you don't like working with lots of loops, then this might not be the pattern for you. But then what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over and pull through all 9 loops. So yarn over, then pull through all 9 loops, and it really helps when you work in is to pull your work down when you go through them and twist your hook down to go through all the loops like so, then twist up at the end. We're going to secure that with a little chain. Okay, and that's the first one of our little starburst stitch, well, a quarter of a starburst little stitch there. And we're going to repeat that all the way across, but what we're going to do now after our first one is we're only going to chain 3. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We only chain 6 at the beginning of each row. Okay, so chain 3, yarn over, then in that little chain 1 space that we did in there, put our hook. We're going to do this twice, so we're going to bring the yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, do that once more, yarn over into that chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through 2. So the first time you just do it twice, the next one 3 times, next one 3 times. So then we're going to yarn over and we're going to go back into the same chain, this last one we worked into, where these 3 are. Go back into that big chain, it'll be quite big and loose at the beginning, this beginning row. Yarn over, pull through 2, do that twice more, yarn over, same chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, same chain, pull through 2, 1 and 2. Okay, and then what we're going to do is yarn over, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th one we yarn over, pull through 2, we do that 3 times, yarn over, same chain, pull through 2, yarn over into the same chain, go into there 3 times, yarn over, pull through 2, got your 9 loops, yarn over, pull through all 9 loops, and secure with a chain 1. Okay, and that's your second one. We're going to repeat those steps all the way to the end. Okay, so we chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over and go into the chain 1 space. We just do it twice at the beginning. So into the chain 1 space, pull through 2, yarn over, same chain 1 space, pull through 2. We only do that twice. Yarn over, then find this same chain that those 3 are coming out of, go back into there 3 times. Let's pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, same chain, pull through 2. So we've gone into there 3 times. Then yarn over, skip 3, skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, and in the 4th one we go in there 3 times. So pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, once more, pull through 2, 9 loops, yarn over, pull through all 9 loops, secure the chain 1. There's your next one. Okay, so repeat that all the way to the end, and then I'll show you what to do on the next row. Okay, just working on the very last one for this row. Chain 3, exactly the same. Do 2 in there, 3 in the same one we've already worked into there, and then skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and you should have one little chain left. That's the last one we work into. Yarn over, pull through all 9, secure with a chain 1. And that's the end of our first row, and hopefully it looks something like this. So that's working into the chains. Now for the next row it's slightly different, but we always start with a chain 6 at the beginning like we did here. So we're going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, chain 6. And then we're going to do the same as what we did. We're going to yarn over and go into our 4th chain. So don't count the loop on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go into the 4th chain and do 2 in there. So pull through 2, yarn over, back into that chain again. Yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to yarn over. This is when we're going to turn our work. So you want to make sure you're facing the right direction. This way, and we're going to find this chain 1 space that we did on the end of our last stitch, our last little cluster, and go into there and do the next 3 in there. Pull through 2, back in there again, pull through 2 and back in there again, pull through 2. Then the next 3 yarn over is going to be in this chain 1 space here. Okay, so it's quite big, noticeable. Go into there, do the next 3 in there. Pull through 2. Pull through 2. So it's a bit less fiddly once you got past the first row. Pull through 2. Got your 9 loops. Yarn over, pull through all 9 loops. Then secure with a chain 1. Okay, so that's the first one of that row. And now we do what we did here, we chain 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. So we just chain 3 and we do our first 2 in the chain 1 space that we just did. Through 2. Then the next 3 in the same chain 1 space that we'd worked into here. 2 and 3. Then the next 3 in the next chain 1 space. It's quite big. Through 2, yarn over. So we always yarn over and we always pull through 2 till we've got 9 loops. Okay, yarn over, pull through 9 loops and secure with a chain 1, and repeat that all the way across to the other end. That's basically all you do, is you repeat this second row over and over again. 2, 3, 2 in the chain 1 space, next to the chains, yarn over, 3 in the next chain 1 space that we've already worked a few times, and 3 in the next chain 1 space there. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and get to have a chat over there and see all the little things I'm working on and stuff. Do join me at Happy Bay Crochet. Yarn over, pull through all 9, secure with a chain 1. Okay, and just finish that to the end. So I'll finish this to the end, and that's pretty much all you need to learn. And the very last one on the end, exactly the same, chain 3. Do the first 2 in the chain 1. Next, do 3 in that chain 1 space there that we've already worked. 1, 2, 3, and the last 3 you're going to find is the chain 1 space on there, so it's kind of hidden down a bit. So what you want to do is find that flow of double crochet stitches there, that little cluster there, find that little flow of it and see where they're congregating, that little hole there, and that's where you need to work into, and do the last 3 in there. 2 and 3. Okay, and then pull through all 9 loops, secure the chain 1, and that's our second row. And you can start seeing the little starburst shapes coming together, and you just repeat that second row over and over again. So remember, at the beginning of the row we chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, so we have something to work into, and do our first 2 in the 4th chain, then 3, return our work and do the next 3 in this chain 1 we just made. 1, 2, 3, then the next 3 in the next chain 1 space there, just like we did before. Then after your first cluster, do a chain 1, we only chain 3, and you just carry on like that and repeat it like so. And you can choose to make it wider if you want to. If you want to make it wider, just work to units of 4 until you're happy with the width. Lengthwise, mine's about, I used 4 balls of hand spun yarn. You can see I've changed colour. I always change the colour at the end of a row, and I used about 4 balls, some hand spun yarn I had. And I think this measures about, oh, let's see, 30, 60, 90, say about 120, 130 centimetres, I think. I'm not sure what that is in inches. But basically, if you imagine a nice scarf length, so you may want to just keep this as a long scarf, nice scarf length, and then it doesn't really matter how long you make it, because you can twist it round twice like this, or you can twist it round 3 times, entirely up to you. But you can keep it as a normal scarf or join it together like I have here. I just sewed the ends together. Where did I sew the ends together? Can't even find it now. Which colour? Here. Sewed the ends together, or I slip stitched them together on the inside, if there is an inside, and joined it to make an infinity scarf. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Hope you managed to follow along. Hope it's inspired you to try the stitch either as a scarf, infinity scarf, or a cowl, or even a blanket, afghan. Entirely up to you. But I'll see you soon for some more crochet fun. I'm going to do an unboxing video now because I've got the Knit Crate November box turned up today. So join me in my next video to see what's in there. Thanks for watching. Bye.